We turn now to a Fox 5 I-Team exclusive. Fulton County District Attorney Paul Howard has fired a controversial victims advocate.
The Fox 5 I-Team has investigated complaints from women against Wesley Vann, a county advocate paid to protect them. And senior Fox 5 I-Team reporter Dale Russell is here now with the exclusive story.
Sanae, this has been kind of a shock to a lot of people in the Fulton County community. Wesley Vann has been a victim's advocate in the DA's office for 5 years, highly decorated. But he kept his job despite serious complaints from a victim and witness he was paid to help. But not anymore.
The worst part of all of this is the erosion of public trust.
Defense attorney Hope Demps was stunned when a crime victim living in this boarding house told her the Fulton County District Attorney's victim advocate had sexually harassed her. But not as shocked as when she realized it had happened before.
I just felt like that was, abuse of power.
All this year, the Fox 5 I-Team has investigated the strange story of Wesley Vann, a popular longtime advocate in Fulton County DA's Victim Witness Program.
And he also harassed me.
Our investigation found Sherry, who didn't want her last name used, complained that Vann began preying on her. She was a crime victim in 2012. She says Vann sent her sexually explicit texts and wanted to visit her at home.
He wasn't concerned with the crime that was committed against me. He was more concerned with his own agenda.
What was his agenda?
Flirting.
DA Paul Howard says Vann was suspended after Sherry complained, but not fired, because he said she had no proof and she didn't want him punished.
There have been prior disciplinary actions.
Then earlier this year, Vann's actions became the key argument in accused killer Stephen Heller's attempt to escape the death penalty. According to a pretrial motion, Wesley Vann sent sexually suggestive Facebook messages and texts to Stephen Heller's girlfriend, Carla Acoyne. She's described in court recordings as a key witness in the case. The motion is pending. DA Paul Howard suspended Wesley Vann for the second time. The Fox 5 I-Team found court records that showed once again Wesley Vann was accused of crossing the line. Vicki Reeves was living in this boarding house when her boyfriend threatened her with a gun. He was arrested, but she didn't want him prosecuted, and she thought she had an ally and victim advocate Wesley Vann. Instead, court records state her advocate sent her text messages that were sexual in nature. You still love me. You so sweet. And did you shave?
He asked her, do you shave? And she didn't respond on the text. But when he called her, they had a discussion about whether or not she shaves her genitalia. Vicki Reeves says Vann sent her a picture of his penis and later asked, is what I do being tracked by someone? Then we have, and I again say women, who may be victimized by a boyfriend or a spouse. Then they're re-victimized by the same state and prosecution office that is supposed to be there to protect them, to fight for them. And it makes it seem like a joke. Hope Demps was stunned when she heard Vicki Reeves' story. She's defending Reeves' boyfriend. She filed a court motion to dismiss the charges, stating Wesley Vann told the victim if she didn't meet with him, he will make sure her boyfriend went to prison. Who is he connected to? And it must be something very powerful, because I think an average Joe would be fired. 2 weeks before the motion to dismiss was filed, DA Paul Howard fired Wesley Vann. Howard won't say why. Wesley Vann won't either. But in a statement, he told us his efforts to help victims and witnesses may have been deemed overreach by people defending criminals. Vann stated his sole motivation was to secure justice for the people in these cases who had suffered pain and tremendous loss. Vicki Reeves' boyfriend, Terrence Wilkerson, pled guilty to aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. She left Atlanta and moved back home, feeling the firing of Wesley Vann was not enough. She is still upset that nothing has been done to address what he did to her. What Wesley Vann did when nobody was watching. Now, the Fulton County DA's office has told us that they have turned over their Wesley Vann files to the GBI. And Wesley Vann's statement to me indicated he is pursuing legal action in this matter. And the latest victim, Vicki Reeves, has told attorney Hope Demps
she too is considering legal action as well. So you can see, Russ and A, it's all a mess over there.
This is a huge mess. Now, just to clarify, we don't know the reason that Paul Howard dismissed Wesley Vann.
Right. The timing, of course, is very interesting, because the timing of the motion that we talked about in this story was a couple of weeks after Wesley Vann was fired. But neither Mr. Howard nor Mr. Vann would say exactly why he was terminated.
Well, the accusations are outrageous.
They've been going on since 2012. Yeah. Each case, of course, is a little bit different. Right. But yeah, the accusations are serious, and a very strong denial from Wesley Vann.
All right. Dale, thanks very much.